Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, and also on iTunes, Google Play, and Apple. And take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with a wonderful lady from Austin, Texas, singer, musician, guitarist, and she's got on a website called ELAShines.com. She's got some albums out called Big Curl Pants, Drive, and I Love Christmas, and she's got some songs that are really lighting up the internet. And she's also, playing some shows as well too, and just very, very unique. She's been in quite a few fests, and also just making a big splash on the Austin music scene. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, deep in the heart of Texas, the home of fabulous Thunderbirds, the next fabulous singer, Ella Reid. Ella, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Not a problem. So you're a singer, musician, guitarist from Austin, Texas. You have a website called ELAShines.com. You got quite a few albums out: Big Curl Pants, Drive, I Love Christmas, and you also some songs that had just been lighting up on the internet. And you also have got some tours and other projects coming up. But first, before we get into all that, tell us how you got started.
I think I've been doing music for as long as I can remember. Since I was a young kid, and I started out classically trained, and then I fell in love with some bands, and decided, like, yeah, you know what, I can do that. I want to do that. And my life kind of veered. I went to school. I got a couple degrees and worked in corporate for a while, and then decided, like, no, it doesn't make me fully happy. So we moved to Austin, Texas, and from San Francisco, and I've been full-time ever since. Said I want to do this. I want to do this full-time, and I learned how to hustle. I learned how to book. I learned how to do this music thing. And I've been writing albums for years, and it's finally kind of starting to hit, and I'm really excited. I've been doing some cool collaborations lately, too, with like Matt Parmenter from Ice Cream Factory Studios. Fabulous studio here in Austin, and we've shifted gears, and we're kind of doing like an indie pop kind of. Just released a new single this week called "Iris in Your Beautiful Soul," kind of a synth groovy. Oh, you gotta check it out. But that's my simple but sweet short.
That is amazing too. And what are some of the jobs you worked in corporate, or what degrees did you get before you decided to get into full-time music? It seems that's the most common route these days. You work corporate and then you decide to go full-time music.
That's correct. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And Austin is that kind of city that will allow for that, which is awesome. The amount of venues and just the people it's really, really an awesome city. And the weather is pretty awesome too. So I can't complain about that.
I was referring about the degrees you got in and the jobs you worked with before getting into music full-time. That's what I was trying to get at.
Oh, got it. So I got a degree in screenwriting and photography, and then I went back to get another degree in graphic design and fine arts. So I used both of those degrees, but my job in San Francisco was I was the creative director of a boutique real estate company called Barber Gelato Real Estate.
Wow.
Which was awesome, and I loved that, but I'm finally in my happy place.
That was amazing too. What was the one moment that influenced you into getting into music, especially at an early age?
I think I played an early show. I played my first show, and tell you, there were like 2 people there, and it was just not inspired. But I tell you what, I was, and I like being on stage. I love interacting with people, and I think that's to be able to have that connectivity and that like one little show. And I was very young when I did my first show, but it was life changing. And I was like, yes, I could do this. I want to connect with people. I want to write songs that relate and speak to people.
That was amazing too. And who are some of your favorite singers and artists growing up?
Growing up, oh, I loved Gwen Stefani. I really dug her. Ani DeFranco is one of my favorite indie artists. You know, and her path and the way that she carved out her own path is really, really inspiring to me. I'm kind of a driving force. I'm definitely not a stand around and just wait for it kind of girl. So her path and her music really speaks to me like that. And then of course the Indigo Girls has been my forever love, like one of some old folk influences and all the harmonies. When I
Hmm.
first heard Galileo and the Indigo Girls, that album, like that's the one that went like, okay, it's time to do music. That was very early, very, very early on.
As amazing
Hmm.
as well too. And we'll get to some of your awards you won, and also let's talk about a little about your albums and upcoming single. Well, actually, you got one that's been lighting up on the internet. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Apple, and Google Play. Also, watch the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube and make sure you subscribe and take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. We're here with wonderful singer, musician, guitarist Ella Reid from Austin, Texas. She's got a website called ellashines.com, and she's also got some albums out, which is called Big Curl Pants, Drive, and I Love Christmas. And she's got a song that's been pretty much lighting up the internet called Suck It Up Buttercup. And first, let's talk about that song.
Thank you. That was my first country single since when I moved to Austin. That the Big Girl Pants was my country album here that I wrote in Austin, and was influenced by Texas. And they've got this great kind of red dirt vibe here. And I merged my pop sensibilities with country and came up with Suck It Up Buttercup. And actually, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine who's from Houston, and she said, "Suck it up, girl." And I said, like, what? Like, suck it up, Buttercup. And she explained it to me because I'm originally from Minnesota, up where you're at right now. And I've never heard that. So I was inspired by that, like, suck it up, Buttercup. And I found that that's a regular thing down here in Texas and in the South. But that's my inspiration, and it's been on my set list ever since I wrote it. So it's been good. People love it. People relate to it very well.
That is amazing too. You also got some other hits like "You Better Run," "Feed the Beast." You can talk about those. And what are some of the other singles that you had that you noticed have really lit it up on the internet?
Sure. One of my first singles, "Drive," is a pretty popular song for my first full album, and "Light It Up" has been a hit this summer. It's kind of the new disco single that we've got the music video for on ellashines.com. And that was the first one that I wrote with Matt Parmenter from here in Austin at Ice Cream Factory Studios. And that's been fun. And that's been a veer off from country, but I love it. It kind of goes back to my pop roots and makes people happy, which is wonderful. I love to see people dancing to my music. And just bringing joy. It's pretty cool.
Hmm. And also let's talk about your upcoming album as well too, and your upcoming projects as well. So let's hear more about that.
Yeah, so I just dropped a single called "Iris and Your Beautiful Soul," and that one has everything to do with being a photographer and what you see through the lens of your camera. And the chorus is, "I'm going to use my camera and capture your soul," and it's just it's a beautiful synth groove, and it just meant to make you move and it's just got that relatable synth groove that just kind of pulses through your body, and I consider it very contagious. Obviously, I'm very excited about it because it's my baby, but that's our baby, sorry. But I'm really excited. So I'm just doing singles this year. I'm not going to release an album till maybe 2020. doing single, and a video. So I've got another Christmas video coming out in November for Christmas Needs a Suntan. But I'm just on the move. It's really, really
Nice.
fun to just be focused on visuals and just one song at a time. There's really something beautiful about that.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing too. Single video, single video. I like that. And I don't know many people can do it, which is just fantastic. And of course, I was just going to ask you as well too, like with your with all the singles, are you going to compose them to the upcoming album in 2020, or will they be released like on an EP, or be just like singles on iTunes, Google, Apple Play, and other streaming services?
You know what? I don't know. Right now, they're all just singles on streaming services and Spotify, and all the the usual digital distribution platforms. But I don't know. I'm just moving really fast right now, and it's quite brilliant. So who knows? I could just write a whole new album by next year. But right now, I'm just doing the singles, just feeling out what comes, and just focusing on the one at a time. I found that sometimes things get lost in the albums, and they're with my albums past. I feel like there have been a couple songs where I go like, oh, that would have been so amazing as like a single, and then have a video to
Mm-hmm.
follow and to push that up. So I'm like, I'm just gonna take my time. And with all my art degrees, it's easy for me to do. I do a lot of my own artwork and a lot of my own video and editing. So that's like, it's been kind of a 360 vibe. I feel like I'm back in art school, and I'm just in that like excited and ready to create and make some cool stuff. And it's great to be able to do that.
That was amazing too. And I was going to ask you to do an acapella version of that song you mentioned about Iris, and like from
Oh
your latest
yeah, you want
album.
me to
So
sing the chorus?
yeah, go ahead and you can just sing a little bit for us. We'd love to hear it.
Sure. So the chorus goes, I'm gonna get my camera and capture your soul. Take a piece of you. You'll never know. I'll take you with me wherever I go. My iris and your beautiful soul. It goes into. You want me to keep going?
It's
Or is
up
that
to
enough?
it's up to you. You're doing a great job.
Oh, thank you. Let's do like verse 2. Fly over mountains, Parisian fountains, shooting in the golden hour. My shutters open, flow like the ocean, fierce and fearless. Out there, my soul. I'm gonna use my camera and capture your soul. Take a piece of you. You'll never know. I'll take you with me wherever I go. My iris and your beautiful soul. Take a leap of faith into my arms. My heart is pounding, pounding. Ain't no safety net, no way back from this. I'm drowning, I'm drowning. Yeah.
Wow.
It goes back in the
Amazing.
chorus, but that's there you
That is
go.
amazing. You're
Thank
fantastic. And of
you.
course, with the songwriting, the lyrics, and everything else, what do you base your lyrics on?
Oh, you know what? It depends on the story, depends on the groove. So Matt and I sit in the studio, and with this one in particular, he came up with the first line, I'm going to use my camera to capture your soul. And I came up with the rest of the chorus, take a piece of you, you'll never know, kind of based on the Native American theory of like, that they believe that taking a picture takes a piece of your soul.
Hmm.
And then we just came into the idea of the whole camera thing, and we just batted it around until we found really what felt good, and using ideas of lenses and shooting golden hour, which of course is beautiful and the only thing I get up early for. It's like 7 a.m. radio shows and photo shoots.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's just like, for me, it's like, just having coffee at this time too. So, and
Yeah,
of course,
right.
and of course, I'm kind of having a little something myself as well too, but unfortunately, I can't see what you're drinking, so I'll have to
Ah,
talk about that another time. Yeah, and of
right?
course,
Another time, another radio show.
there you go. And of course, speaking of being on tour and going places here and there and everything else, and where will we be playing next if you're gonna be on tour again?
My next stop is the Mesa Music Festival in Arizona. So I'm going to be stopping out there. I'm going to be doing a couple house concerts in and around the Arizona area. And that's my next stop in the nearest future. So I'm playing back to a one-to-one show at a cool venue in Austin in December. And December for me is really busy. Like there's just, I
Mhm.
kind of stay close to home and we do Christmas. And then I'm planning to go on tour January, February, March.
Okay, and where would you say besides Texas your music has been popular, like based on number of hits, not just in Austin, Texas, or the whole state? It's like where else have you gotten some popularity?
Absolutely. So I'm definitely in urban areas, so like Chicago, Minneapolis, in the Midwest zone. Not been to North Dakota yet, planning to come. Um, and then down south, so like New Orleans, Tennessee, and Texas, and then California, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado.
Amazing. Sounds like you got your tour all set for next year.
I know, right? Well, I just have to do them one at a time and kind of like come back home and my homebody. When I'm not doing music, I like to hang outside with my dog and my husband. It's not good.
There you go.
I can't leave him out. I go like the dogs. No.
And of course, it's good to have them with too. We'll talk about one of your awards you won and also
Yeah.
some other things as well. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today on 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Radio Public, Anchor FM, as well as iTunes, Google Play, and Apple. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with Ella Reid, singer, musician, guitarist from Austin, Texas, has a website called ellashines.com. She's released a few albums and quite a few singles that are really lighting up on the internet. And you also won a prestigious award in Orange Beach, Alabama. Let's hear more about it.
The Frank Brown Festival is awesome. It's basically a small community on the beach, but you're getting people from Nashville and you're getting people from all over the place. And it was one of my first experiences with Nashville and the Nashville NSAI, which is Nashville Society. Oh, I can't even think of the acronym. Somebody's gonna kill me right now. NSAI. Anyway, it was wonderful, but I was my first experience hearing these gals coming out of Nashville. There were guys too, but predominantly I was focusing on the ladies, and they were just killing it. And I just was in awe, and I was ready to be really inspired. And they always have a songwriting contest, and I went first, and that's very rare to be first and win. So out of 30 people, I won that prestigious award, and that was, for me, that was a real honor. And yeah, that was the beginning of my songwriting, and I was able to hone my craft from there. So it was, it's cool. And, of course, Frank Brown, if you're a singer-songwriter, it's a great way to go out and to start doing festivals and just get in the game.
That was amazing too. And speaking of music fest, where else have you played in terms of music fest? You talked about the one in Mesa. And what are some of the other ones you went out and played, especially getting some recognition?
Let's see here. It's been a while. I've been focusing mainly on solo stuff in the last 6 months and being in the studio. I have, so I haven't really been doing a ton of festivals. I played some, it's been more like offstage stuff. I did some like unofficial South by Southwest and some unofficial state fair stuff up in Minnesota. But I really haven't traveled that much out of Austin. Not yet. I have a lot of plans, and I've got booking agents right now on festivals. So I'm focusing right now on festivals, big festivals for next summer, 2020. So I'm
That
just going to keep it at that. The rest of them aren't that notable. I've been really just kind of honing my craft.
That is amazing, too. Looking forward to what you have in 2020. Love to have you back
Thank
on and give
you.
us an update. And just a few more things here. We know you're very
Yeah.
busy, but always a pleasure to have you on. What do you
Thank you
consider
so
most favorite?
much.
No problem. What's your favorite project and most challenging for you?
Wow, what kind of project? Any
Your
project?
favorite and the most challenging.
Oh, musical project. Let's see. Well, I think actually I would have to say Iris and Your Beautiful Soul, only because we it's gone through so many revisions that like we had the chorus and then we put pieces together and we didn't stop until it was perfect. And we call that challenging or just pushing through. I think both, because it's been the most satisfying single that I've had, mainly because we just didn't stop until it was perfect. And
Hmm.
and thank you to Matt for like going like, okay, can we go in the studio one more time? Can I do the vocals one more time? And like, it's not perfect. Let's just add some more notes on there and just getting it sonically beautiful, because both of us really wanted to be. This is something we're both really proud of, and think it's really just gonna speak to people and just move people. So I think that's Iris, Iris and Your Beautiful Soul.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. And
Thank
what's
you.
your most memorable moment?
Oh, well, we played the Austin Rodeo Barbecue
Ooh, I
last
love
year.
barbecue. You're making me hungry.
You need to come to Austin. We have the barbecue. Oh, we have the hookup. We have the hookup. But there's a contest at the just like around the time they do the Austin Rodeo, which is fabulous. I want to play the Austin Rodeo too, and so they had this big cook-off, and we had a huge tents all over the place. And we played the main stage on there, and I had like hundreds of people singing along to me to the Four Non Blondes tune, the like hey
Oh,
yeah
what's going on? What's
yes,
going
and I had
on?
them all singing, and then we did a cappella, and they sing back to me. I was like, it was a rock star moment. It was beautiful. But that's the stuff that I love, like the connectivity, and I go like, it's so cool, music
Hmm.
that
And
moves people.
of course, they're going through a hard time. You just say, "Suck it up, Buttercup."
Suck it up, buttercup. Yeah. And I do. I get calls. And I get it back. They go like, Ellen, stop whining. Suck it up, buttercup. I did it to myself. It's
and,
all good.
and I can say that the other people as you progress. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
My mom. I would definitely say my mom. She's always been there. She's always been a cheerleader.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. And what's the best advice to give to anybody at this point?
To whom? Sorry?
What's your best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Anyway, at this point, never give up. And it's never too late.
Hmm.
It's never too late to be really, really happy. You don't have to be stuck.
Good advice. We'll all remember that. And Ella, just want to say a big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Looking forward to having you on again soon. And one more thing before we let you go here. You've been great.
Yeah.
What's your upcoming projects? What's your website? How do people contact you? And where can people find your music?
Absolutely. So right now, go listen to Iris and Your Beautiful Soul on Spotify, and it's going to be on all platforms coming this Friday to download and to stream. And follow Instagram, ellisshines.com is my website, and you can find everything that you need on there. And thank you so much for having me on today. I'm really excited. We got some new stuff, and we got a Christmas single coming out in November. Christmas Needs a Suntan. The video is already done. I edited it myself.
Christmas suntan. I think we can all use it, especially in Austin. Ella,
Right?
there you go, y'all. Ella, just want to say a big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic.
Thank you
Looking
so
forward to having you
much.
on back soon. No problem. And do me one favor, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep us up to date.
Yeah, you got it.